Were these out? Did you leave these out?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I was gonna tell you and I forgot.
Okay.
So what can you guys tell me about sound? Gracie, what can you tell me about sound?
It travels in waves.
It travels in waves. What else can you tell me about sound? Raiden?
It travels in form.
It travels in what?
Form.
What do you mean by it travels in form? Do you mean what Gracie means, like waves? Is that what you mean? Okay, Charles? What else can you tell me about sound? There's other things besides it travels in waves.
Sound. Depends on how loud you play your instrument and how much energy.
How loud it is? Okay, okay. One more. Christopher.
Sound is something that you can hear.
Yes, you can hear it. Okay. Who can tell me what are these words? Does anybody know what these words are? Jordan?
Pitch and vibration.
Pitch and vibration. Okay, can you use one of them in a sentence for me? Just one of them. You don't have to do both. Just do one. Your phone vibrates? Good. Good. Okay. Tanner, use pitch in a sentence. Can you do pitch? Okay.
Music has a good pitch.
Music has a good pitch. Okay. Okay, open up your books here to 390. 390. What do you think, just by looking at the picture on page 390, what do you think we're going to be discussing? Sydney?
Excuse me.
What do you think we're going to be talking about? Sound, okay. That's what we're going to be talking about. Okay. These are graphic organizers. And you can see it says term, and then it says prediction, definition. And I have vibration and pitch already written for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to predict what vibration means and what pitch means. And then we're going to write them down here, and then after we read this lesson, we'll be able to tell what the definition is, and then we'll compare and see how close we were. Okay? Does everyone understand? Okay, so what do you predict vibration means according to, because we're talking about sound, right? Malachi.
I predict, I think it is meaning,
Joshua.
like loud, like it could be like low sound, low sound or a high sound.
Okay, that's what you mean, think vibration means?
Joshua.
Or pitch? Which one are you talking about? Vibration?
Yeah, to actually make it vibrate, like, yeah.
Okay,
I don't know.
don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, isn't it? Valeria, what do you think vibration means?
I think it's like a sound that shakes very, that has a big sound and it shakes.
And it shakes, so like movement? Okay. Ronnie, what do you think?
I I think vibration means like if you set your phone down, and it vibrates, and you have it mute, and then like you get a text or call something, it vibrates, and then you can feel it
Okay.
or something.
Okay, but what does it mean?
It means that like it,
Hard to describe, isn't it?
yeah.
Go ahead and write down what you feel vibration means in the prediction part. Boys, put your feet down, please. Write down what you think prediction means.
It means
It doesn't have to be a complete sentence. This is just for you. You're not going to turn this in or anything. This is just for you to look back on when you're studying for the lesson. You have no idea? It's very hard to describe, isn't it? Just whatever you think it means. And do the same thing for pitch. Come up with a prediction of what you think pitch means. That has something to do with sound. Uh-huh. Do the same thing with pitch. Yep, what does it mean to you? What's your prediction of you think, what do you think it's going to mean? N-O-V-E-M-E-N-T. So what did some of you put for pitch? You don't know? Brayden, what you put for pitch?
On the right note.
What?
On the right note.
On the right note? Okay. I see what you're trying to say. Aaron, what'd you put? To throw? Well, you're right. You are right. You're exactly right. But I'm meaning with sound. Music or any type of sound. It has a pitch. You know what I mean? Sorry, I should have told you that. I didn't even think about to throw. Yes, Ronnie.
I put it means the pitch of music.
Yeah. Okay. Gracie?
I put how high or how low the sound is.
Good. So how high or how low a sound is? That could be pitch.
I put a high sound.
A high sound. Okay. Adrian.
Pitch is like when you're singing, you sing on the pitch.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to start reading our chapter on what causes sound.
I'm not done yet.
You're not done yet? You can think about it for a little bit while I'm reading. Does that help?
Kind of not.
It's whatever you think. What do you think pitch is? What? Sure.
Is like a strong force that shoots off.
Good.
Okay.
If you don't know, put a question mark in there. And you'll find out at the end of the lesson what they mean. Okay? Does that work, Malachi?
It's just like it's right person.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to read, you are there. When I'm reading this, I want you to close your eyes and use your imagination. What is that? What's your imagination?
To get into the picture of something in your head.
Thank you. Next time you're turning. Right. Wasn't that one of our words this morning? Imagined. Okay, close your eyes. You ready? You are in the middle of a huge celebration. Everyone is watching the parade and listening to the marching band. Thousands of people are in the crowd. Horns are honking. People are cheering. You know that later, after it's dark, the fireworks will make a difference, will will make different sounds. What's the reason for all this sound? It's 4th of July. Did you picture yourself in the middle of a parade, watching the parade go down Main Street?
I was
Did
the
you?
only kid. I was the only kid.
You were the only kid at the parade,
I was the only person.
listening to them? Okay, page 391. Zeke, go move it, please. 391. Yes, Malachi.
I was riding. All my friends and family was at the parade, and we were waiting until the music were over for fireworks because we were thinking.
Yeah, and what did you use your imagination for that? Yeah.
Working what?
Okay, are you ready? 391. Just a minute, Ronnie. Page 391. Sounds are all around you. You enjoy some sounds, like music, but other sounds hurt your ears. All sounds are made when matter moves. What did that just say about how sounds are made?
When matter moves.
Thank you, Malcolm. Raise your hand next time, okay? So what's matter? Are just certain things made up of matter? No. What's made up of matter? What?
Everything.
Everything's made of matter, right? So how are sounds made?
By matter.
Ronnie? I just read it. How are sounds made? By matter, but what happens to the matter? Anybody help her? Jordan? How are sounds made? When matter moves. Right? Suppose you are taking a walk in a city. You might hear the loud sounds of car horns and garbage trucks. You might hear the soft sounds of your friend's voice. If you are taking a walk in the country, you might hear loud sounds of farm tractors. You might also hear cows mooing. In a forest, you might hear the soft sounds of water trickling in a creek and the sounds of birds chirping. So sounds are all around us, aren't they? Yes, Ronnie.
Can I read?
Yes. You can read the next paragraph. Pay attention.
Some of these sounds might be pleasant to you. Others might bother you. Some noises like the sound of a jet plane taking off might even hurt your ears. The sounds we hear every day are different, yet all sounds are alike in some ways.
So give me, what is one example of a loud sound that you have heard? One example of a loud sound. Aaron. Tractor, that's loud. Okay, what's another loud sound, Zeke?
A semi honking horn.
That's loud too, right? Okay, what are some soft sounds? Malachi? Soft sounds. There you go, a whisper. Someone whispering is a soft sound, isn't it? Rated? What's another soft sound?
A baby cat.
A baby cat meowing. That's very good. Okay. So do you think that is it possible for a sound to be loud for Zeke, but soft to me? Is that possible?
No.
For it to hurt his ears and not mine?
No.
Yeah, it is. Don't you think it is?
No. Because he could have hearing problems.
Well, if he thinks that, I don't think a semi's horn's really loud. It don't bother me. Does it bother you when it comes to a town and they blow their horn? It's loud, but
Train is loud.
it all depends on the person, right?
The semis are like this.
Okay, okay.
The train is still.
Turn the page.
Hello, this is my reflection number 1 for classroom management. And my first question is discuss how you planned for any anticipated behavior issues and how you implemented that plan during the lesson. Well, there's a lot of boys in this class. There's 12 boys and 6 girls. And for boys, you really have to keep them really engaged so that they're not messing around and not listening. And so I tried to do as much as I could with some hands-on things later on in the lesson after we read, which you won't see that, but I did do that. That was my main thing, though, is I really wanted to try to keep them engaged. And to be honest, I don't think I did a very good job about that. Number 2, discuss any classroom management challenges that arose and how you handled it. But there was a lot of goofing around, and some of the goofing around and not paying attention, I didn't even notice until I watched the video. I think for some reason I watch the farther out students, and if you watch, there's 3 of them right up front that are messing around almost the entire time. One of them even has his back completely to me when I'm writing on the board, when I'm writing pitch and vibration on there, and I didn't even know it until I watched this video. I mean, that's something that I really need to work on. I know that I need to be more observant, and I think if I would walk around more, maybe that would help me also notice other things, notice the front part of the classroom instead of just that back area. Discuss how you will change your approach in the future lessons based on what you learned from this teaching experience. Well, I really need to work on the engaged part. Even if we're reading in the textbook, I need to find a way that works for them and for me that will help keep them engaged, not just sitting there following along when someone else is reading. You know what I mean? I know if I did that, I think that would help too. And when I'm asking random questions while we're reading, if I got them all engaged into that would help. I think, if I ask a question, you have 5 seconds. When your thumbs are up, you're ready and you answer all at the same time. That would be, maybe that would be something that I could try and see how that goes. This classroom management has been very trying for me. There's been a few times where I've had to tell a kid to move a clip, and that's very hard for me, and I feel bad after I make him move his clip, But my cooperating teacher was like, he needs to learn to respect you, and he's just working the system if you don't say anything. And I understand that. It's just something that I'm going to have to get used to, I think. And it's trying and it's hard to know, this is someone else, this is my cooperating teacher's classroom, so I have to do everything, the way she does it. So I think that's difficult for me because I think I would do things differently. And I've talked to my university supervisor about this. We've talked about this quite a bit because I told him how trying it is for me. And he said, it's just something that comes with time and you have to try things. And if it don't work, try something else. So I know that's where I'm at right now with classroom management, is just trying to figure out where I fit in. And I really feel like if my cooperating teacher maybe wasn't in the room, maybe they would respect me more too, because they're always looking to her when she's there. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got for classroom management, I guess. So thank you.